How's it, traders? Welcome back to another weekend of analysis with FX Rhapsody. Today we're going to be looking at the British pound US dollar, and we're also going to be looking at the British pound Japanese yen. But before we get to the charts, just have a look at my website. Just scroll down. It's plain and simple. We've got all our analysis videos and all the newer videos on your left hand side. On your right hand side, you can see some nice cool features like the news feeds and all these little tools of helping you to trade and looking at the market. We have also got video categories for those of you that haven't watched any of my videos or just getting started in trading. All you need to do is click on the little link here, and then it will take you straight through all my videos of how to get started in trading. All you need to do is click on the little green heading. There we go, and then it will take you straight through the videos. We've got trading platforms that you can just go and download it. So you've got getting started strategy analysis and let's get trading and all that kind of things that you need to be able to trade. You also have your resource tab at the top, and then what you do is just click on the resource tab. We've got nice candlestick cheat sheets. We've got our commitment of traders, the COT reports that I download every weekend or create every weekend for you guys to download. All you need to do is click on the little section here at the bottom, and on the link it will download straight to your laptop, computer, or wherever, or your phone. We've also got a nice trading plan. Guys, go look at that trading plan, download it and follow it. I've also made a video about my trading plan, and just go have a look at that video. And then lastly, just go look at my preferred brokers. I've got my preferred broker for especially currencies is IFX. These guys are very good. They're a book broker. For those of you that don't know what an A-book broker is, just go click on the link and it'll tell you exactly what's the difference between an A-book and a B-book broker. These guys are brilliant, minimum 10%. They've got some nice bonuses for those of you that trade bonuses, deposit methods, also pay fast, Bitcoin, all that kind of things. And then obviously they've got some pretty good spreads for those of you that like that. So all you do, click on the link to join the family. All right, so back to the market. Excuse me. GBP USD monthly time frame. So guys, what are we looking at this weekend or on this analysis? On a monthly time frame, we can see that the price is in between this section over here, and then also there's a nice strong area of support that it is tapping in. So definitely price have not been did not break or have not broken this support level yet. It did push through it, retraced back, and let's see. I mean, we are almost halfway through the month, so anything can still happen to this monthly candle. It can push through all the way. It might retract and then move to the upside. If we look at the bigger picture, we can see that the pound is very low, so there is possibilities for a nice move to the upside if you drill down or drill out or look out. So let's have a look and see what this month will hold. On a weekly time frame, let's just zoom out a little bit. There we go. Let's zoom like that. Let's get my view better. Okay, so I think our previous analysis that we did last weekend, we did touch base on this. I was pulling these trend lines. Let's just make it like that, and then just make another one over here. And you can see how price is bouncing up and down these trend lines. So basically, let's just make it perfect. So again, price came down this last week, pushed. Sorry, I don't know why I pressed that. Yes, exit. There we go. So basically, you can see price pushing through, almost breaking that trend line, but again respecting it. So on a weekly time frame, what I do is For those of you that's nice long swing traders, take my Fibonacci from that swing high to, let's call this the swing low, that bottom candle there as it ended on the week. Not to say this is the swing low. This week coming, price might even push a little bit more down, but let's say this is the swing low. Let's say price is respecting this trend line, and obviously you can see that if price retraced all the way to the 62%, it will respect this area of that trend line again. So obviously looking at the analysis, thinking of what price does, if price follows this trend line, we are looking for a nice possible buy in the next week or two, right? This is weekly time frame. This might not happen this week. Like I said, the next weekly candle this week might push through a little bit more, maybe retract again, respecting that area again. You know, that is possible. It might break it. It's also a possibility. So let's just keep an eye on price during this week. Let's just take this out and this out. Let's move to the daily. So what can the daily tell us? I just wanted to zoom like that. First of all, while I've got it zoomed out like this, on the daily time frame, we can see this little area over there, right? That you can see price is respecting. Just gonna expand it like this because I've got a little mini, not that far. We've got a little mini trend line or a little trend line on the daily time frame. Let's just try and get it right. You know what? Let's leave it out. I'm going to drill down even further today for you guys, and I'll show you that little trend line. So we've got, like we said, on the weekly time frame, we're expecting price to maybe shoot to the upside if it respects that trend line. So let's say that is our Fibonacci. That's our swing. So we get our swing high at the top, we swing high, swing low at the bottom. We see price, and on a weekly we said we want to see price retracing back to that 62% retracement area. So we're looking at least price retracing back to that. But before that happens, and before that can happen, I would love to see price breaking this area over here. So that's going to be key for this week, this area of resistance. As you can see, price broke through it. It wasn't previous area of support. You can see price going up and then coming down, respecting that area with this candle, like you can see, then pushing up again, coming down, breaking that area of support, turning it into a resistance. And then you can see the next candle coming up, respecting that area again, pulling back. And now we've got a third candle that ended the last week that pushed up, not breaking that area. So before we look at any retracements or any buys for this coming week, we want to see price breaking that area of resistance. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill down to the hourly so we can see. I'm actually going to leave that there. Maybe it will show up on the hourly for us. Don't know if I've got the settings right. Okay, so let's take that out. Okay, let's take all of this out. Let's start fresh on the hourly. All right. So on the hourly time frame, let me just drill out a little bit more. Let's take that out. The reason I'm drilling out, I just want to show you this. We're talking about that trend line. So I'm just going to draw this over there. As you can see, right about there. Let's just zoom in a bit and let's see if it's better. I can actually just do that. That looks a little bit better. I like having my stuff perfect. Okay, so you can see there, price touching that trend line, coming, respecting it, respecting it, respecting it, don't break through, bounce down. Price coming up again, respecting this trend line, pushing down again, coming up again, respecting that trend line, pushing down again. Okay, you can see that. So just want to draw some key areas that I'm looking at. Right there. That's going to be a key area in the market. Another key area is going to be this area over here. This is an obvious. Let's have a look. I'm just going to draw it all the way to the side here. Around about there. In actual fact, you can pull it up a little bit. Okay, so we're looking at that key area in the market. And then the obvious one that we saw in the daily time frame is going to be this area. And you can actually take it all the way to this side. So that we saw on the daily time frame. Okay, so those for me on hourly is going to be the key areas in the market. Just going to expand this a little bit, or extend this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so before any buys happen, guys, before we buy on GBP USD, I would like to see this break happening. I will be waiting for that. If that price breaks, I will definitely take my Fibonacci out and wait for that retracement to enter. So we're going to be waiting for that. And then we're going to be waiting for a retracement to a 62%. And then we're going to place a buy. That is before any buys happen. So the reason I'm saying that is because, again, we have got this little support at the bottom. And as we know it, we cannot predict the market. We don't know exactly what it's going to do. So I cannot for 100% say to you, this is going to buy. So because just as that buy happens, I mean, we are looking at an area over here, the price. So let's say if price breaks that area, oops, come now. If price breaks that area, we're obviously looking for a sell. So there's key areas in the market in the lower time frames that you always look at. So don't just climb into a buy. Don't just focus on a daily. Don't just focus on a monthly or a weekly time frame or one time frame at a time. So when you look at a pair, focus on the entire pair, on all the time frames. Look at what price is doing, where price is going. So yeah, I don't want to drill too much out. I don't want to go too much into detail with that. But again, just focus on all the time frames to see what price is doing. So again, this is hourly. This is all my key areas that I will be looking at. Guys, the COT reports did not update. I think there's a timing issue there. I've got no idea. I wanted to update it for you guys. I will usually by this time it's updated so I can just refresh my reports and all that, but this morning it didn't happen. So I will be looking at this weekend, maybe a little bit later this weekend. The update will come through, and then I will put it on. So we cannot look at the COT reports for this coming week yet. So let's have a look maybe later on the weekend. British pound, Japanese yen. So before we go to the hourly, let's just have a look at what the monthly shows us. So basically, we all know this, especially the guys that is following my analysis. So we can see that, and then we can obviously see this area over here. So again, price is within that area. We can actually just do that. Strong area of support and resistance. Price, especially on the monthly, price is just bouncing up and down this area. So nothing yet major. Came up for this month, is pushing down. How far it's going to push down, we don't know yet. It might from here on move up. As you can see, you can even drill further down, or you can zoom in a little bit more. And but this, I will show you this maybe on a lower time frame. But again, key area. So price tapping that from here, price can just shoot to the upside. So anything is possible. So let's just have a look. Weekly time frame. Where you can see it better on the weekly time frame. So here we can see price pushing to the upside, breaking that area of resistance, coming down again, taking our Fibonacci out, whoops, before I take my Fibonacci out, I think I have had this question before, and where the guys or subscriber, somebody asked me that why would price, if this is an area of resistance, why would price break through it and then it creates support? Will this not be an area where price shoots up? So guys that trade support and resistance, this is what they do. So they see this area of resistance, price breaks, what do? They place a buy right there, thinking this is the break, this is the retest of that support. So the next candle, like this candle, they will buy, and surprise, surprise, price breaks back. Why does it do that? Because we have our Fibonacci. We take it out. This is price action, guys. And look at that. Where's price going? Lo and behold, price is retracing back to the 62%. So it's not necessarily that price, when price breaks a support and a resistance, because I don't believe that much in support and resistance. For me, that's just structure in the market. Once it breaks, then I'm ready. Then I'm ready to wait for the retracement that happens. It's not a case of when it breaks, it retraces back to that support area or that resistance area. No, that's when you take out your Fibonacci, because price action doesn't work like that. It is going to retrace back to this area. So currently we can see that price is hitting that 62%. I feel that price might even go a little bit deeper before it moves up. But again, it has touched that 62%. So let's keep an eye on price to see if it's going to move to the upside or even carry on down to the downside. Okay, so again, anything is possible. So for that, we drill down to the daily time frame. We can see it a little bit clearer maybe on the daily. So that area that we were talking about just now. So let's draw that. I'm actually going to expand it a little bit. So let's do that. Just going to look to my left here. Don't want to go too far. Okay, so that's that. Okay, take out a Fibonacci. You can see Fibonacci from this swing, because I can take it from this swing, but again, there was a swing retrace. This is the one that I'm interested in. Swing low, swing high, retracement into the 62%. So again, it is in that zone. It is looking at, we might be looking at a nice buy for this week ahead. But again, anything is possible, guys. Price might just break this area. This area, the structure area of support, might be broken and price pushes further down to the downside. But it looks strong. It is a strong possibility, a very strong possibility, that price is going to buy up from here. Okay, so for that, again, let's go to the hourly time frame and let's see what are we looking at on the hourly. So on the hourly, you can see all these long candles. Okay, let's just see what we can draw here. Okay, this is a key area. I'm just going to draw, this is actually a big area of interest in the market. And I'm going to do it like that. There we go. So we are looking at that area over there. And then obviously we are looking at the bottom, which will be the area of support the price is bouncing off of. So looking at this, like I said, I obviously want to see price breaking this area of resistance. You can see price tapping it, coming up, bouncing in it, bouncing up it. So I want to see price breaking that area. If we take our Fibonacci from this little swing here, swing low to that swing high, we can see how price tapped into, almost tapped into that 62%. Okay, so we can see that. Drilling out a little bit more, if I do that, that is what happens. So you can see that area as a key area, a structure area, and that falls perfectly onto the 70.5 optimum trading entry. So hence the reason I say that I would like to see price moving down a little bit more and then up. So let's keep an eye on this week. Let's just have a look. If we had to place that buy up to this area of support, not a lot, 30 pips or so. Again, price might easily break that area and continue to go and tap that area of support. So if you want to trade this area in between support and resistance, yes, we can look at a buy on this one. If you want to take that risk, let's just have a look at my risk tool. So let's say price have not touched that 62. So let's say enter there. Yes, it's a 19 pip risk that you can take on the next couple of, the first couple of days of the week for maybe a, let's call it a 30 pip first target, 30 pip stop loss, 30 pip target, 19 pip risk. Yes, it's up to you. Let's have a look at what happens this week. So guys, that's all from me for today on these two pairs. I hope it makes sense. I hope you enjoyed it. Press that like button. And sorry again about the COT reports. As soon as it updates, I will update it on my website. I will let you guys know, and you can go and download it on the resource tab. Please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoy this analysis and all my video content that I'm making, hit that notification bell for more videos and content coming your way. Guys, I hope you are having a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and happy trading, guys.